What is up, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I'm KG. We got some custom support here today. We got Ancient Secrets is the name of the card. The card is absolutely cracked, man. I'll put the card on the screen so you guys can read exactly what it does. But more or less, if you control no monsters or no normal monsters, you can special summon a normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard as long as it's level 4 or lower. This of course gives you access to Dippity, which is a light fiend monster. Even though it's a normal monster, it's still full Fiendsmith combo. Gets you interruption plus follow-up off one card, so it's super good. I predict that we're going to see this splashed around a lot of places. A lot of people are going to be playing Dippity or the Dust On, White Dust On or whatever. And then they're going to be playing 3 of Ancient Secrets because the card's cracked. Primite cards are going to be played as well with this card because this is a Primite card, although it doesn't say Primite on the card. It's a Primite card. If you control a normal monster, you can draw 2 cards, you can blow up your opponent's monsters, or you can blow up all your opponent's spoiler trap cards. And you can Monster Reborn. So you can choose one of these effects, Monster Reborn, Harpies, Regeki, special summon from deck. Like, you have so many different draw 2 Pot of Greed. Like, this card does way too much by itself, dude. By itself, it's literally just a 1-card starter. In tandem with other things, it's an extender. It helps get you more food in the graveyard for Engraver and Sequence because you have, you're just going to be recycling Dippity over and over. This card is cracked, bro. Like, I can't say enough about this card. It's absolutely ridiculous what this card can do. It allows me to play 3 copies of Harpies and Regeki in my main deck. That shit is broken, dude. Like, of course, it'll still be hard to get an old monster on board going second, but, if I do, I'm breaking that board, bro. Even if I don't, this card can get me to it. So it's like, dude, this card is just so good. It's so versatile. It's custom. I finally got some custom support, bro. This card is absolutely custom, but I really got to show you guys this combo because, as you guys know, I'm pretty obsessed with making DDD plus Desiree in the same turn. This combo allows you to do so if you don't get interrupted, of course. Obviously, you're probably going to get interrupted, but if you don't get interrupted, you can make DDD plus Desiree by opening an Ether Barrel or a load, plus the Ancient Secrets card. So this can be a load as well, but obviously Ether Barrel is better because it gives you that follow-up Ether Barrel add back. So start by activating the Ancient Secrets. This will summon out your Dippity once again. So we're going to start the combo off pretty much exactly how we did the last one. Get your Dippity out, summon out your Requiem effect, summon out your Lacrima effect, send your Engraver, and then from here we're going to go ahead and normal summon your Ether. Activate the Ether Barrel effect. This will set the load for you. Go ahead and activate the load. This will grab you the Primite Howl. Now, all the other Primite cards will not have use pretty much in this scenario. Howl gives you an interruption because if you look at the graveyard effect, you can, during your opponent's turn, banish this card from graveyard, target a normal monster you control or in your graveyard, and then take control of a monster your opponent controls that has higher attack than that monster. We have 2 monsters now, so let's go ahead and link those off. We're going to summon the Sequence. Sequence is going to activate here, shuffling back your Dippity, shuffling back your Lacrima, because you need the Requiem and you need the Engraver for the rest of this combo. So shuffle these guys back. Let's go ahead and summon out your Lacrima. From here, we're going to activate the Lacrima effect. Lacrima will allow us to add to hand or special summon a Light Fiend from grave or banished. So we'll grab the Engraver back to hand. So we're going to grab the Engraver to hand. Now we're going to use the Engraver effect. Go ahead and add the... This will allow us to get to a Tract. Activate your Tract. This will get you to your Lori. Discard. New chain. You have Lori effect. Summon itself. Alright, and then from here, now that we have our Lori on field established, we're going to go ahead and equip with the Requiem. We're going to go ahead contact Fuse for a Necro Equip Princess. And then from here, we're going to go effect of Engraver. So we have a Light Fiend we don't need anymore. The Lori, let's get rid of it. Summon back out the Engraver. Then from here, we'll go for the effective Primite Loreley load. This will summon out our Dippity. So summon out the Dippity. And of course, now you're locked. You can't activate the effects of monsters that are special summoned this turn for the rest of the turn. But yeah, we're not going to, so it's alright. So we're going to go ahead and activate our Tract. Tract will allow you to fuse. So fuse your Engraver with 2 other Light Fiends. Summon out your Desiree. And then go Sequence effect. Sequence will equip to the Desiree. So now as a negate will be live next turn. and then we have 2 level 6s, so Xyz or Caesar. And then of course you still have the Howl. So now off that you have the double interruption off Caesar, you have an Omni negation off Desiree that cannot be targeted, you have follow up with load next turn, you have Primite Howl, which will get you a banish. So this allows you, the first effect will allow you to special summon back your Deputy, so you'll be able to get your Deputy back, and you'll also be able to use the second effect to banish this card during your opponent's turn, and then you can take control of a monster they have that has more attack than Deputy. So you can take control of pretty much any monster that they have, because Deputy is at 0. So then on top of all of that, you have Engraver in graveyard still, you have Requiem in graveyard still, and you have Primite Ether Barrel in graveyard still with your normal monster on field or grave. So you'll add this back during your next standby phase as well. Like, this seems like a pretty good spot to be in, especially because you're gonna have 3 other cards. So definitely a nice little combo here. Let's move on to the next one. Now, of course, depending on wherever else you have in your hand, you can change what you do. But another simple combo you could do is just to go for the Ether Barrel play. Use the Ether Barrel to access your your Fiendsmith engine. So go load gets you your roar. Effective Ether Barrel tribute for cost. Chain your roar. That way you can get it off. Because if this is on the field, you won't be able to activate this. But this is a quick effect since it's a quick play. So you can just tribute this and then get the Deputy, pay 2,000 life points, get the Deputy out of your deck that you would have sent off the Ether Barrel before it has a chance to send it. So yeah, you have your Deputy. Link this off for a Requiem, summon out your Lacrima, then your Engraver, and then from here you could do your basic stuff. Like I said, just equip, send it off, summon Necro, and then of course, Engraver summon back, shuffle your load, go for 2, go for DDD, and then you could just use the second effective load to summon back out the Deputy, and then you have Pot of Greed. So you could go Pot of Greed here, draw 2 cards. You could also go Monster Reborn here to summon back either of these guys, and go Baguska, or if you want to make any other ring 4, you could do that too. You have a couple different options as far as what you want to do with this card. The card's just so versatile, so like I said, I recommend doing the other play if you have both cards. But yeah, just showing you guys some different options that you have. So of course, like I said, draw 2 Baguska. Those are obviously good options, both of them. So just to give you guys an idea what you can do with just one Ancient Secrets, you go ahead and activate, summon out your Deputy. From here, you link off the Deputy. Since it is a Light Fiend, you're able to make Requiem. Activate Requiem effect. This will allow you to summon out your Lacrima. Lacrima's effect will activate, sending you your Engraver to grave. From here, you just go ahead and equip your Fiendsmith Requiem. Since you have a Light Fiend, you can equip this once per turn from the graveyard. Once you have these guys established, you're going to go ahead and Contact Fuse. This allows us to make the Necro equip. And then from here, you could just activate the Engraver, which will shuffle back your Deputy. And of course, now you have 2 level 6s. You go for Wave King. So, off of just the one card, you have basic Fiendsmith combo. You have a double interruption off your High Wave King, or you can always make like a large or some other rank 6 that you want. If you want to, obviously, you can make a Pilgrim Reaper. You can do a bunch of shenanigans with the rank 6s, but so yeah, you go for rank 6, and then during your opponent's turn, you still have Lacrima with Requiem Engrave. So during your opponent's turn, you Lacrima, summon out the Requiem, summon out the Lacrima send the trap. And then when they special summon a card, you can banish the trap from the graveyard to send a Fiendsmith card from deck to grave. And of course, you're going to have follow-up still because you have Engraver and you have Lacrima. So you will also still have follow-up with this combo. So this is just off one card. You have, 3 interruptions off one card. And then you also have follow-up off the one card. So in your basic combo, obviously, if they ash this card, you're just not going to play because it's not going to be able to summon out the Deputy. And then if you have no other starters, you're just not playing the game. But, in the scenario that you have both of these, obviously you can play around the Ash pretty easily. Or if you just have an Ether Barrel, you can play around the Ash pretty easily. So I'll show you guys quickly what you would do if you have just Ether Barrel. So Ether Barrel, normal, go for this, activate load. You can either Ash here, or they can allow you to get the Roar, activate the effect, chain Roar, summon out Deputy, and then go for Requiem effect. Now if they Ash Blossom here, this is probably a pretty decent place to Ash because Requiem gets you to Lacrima and your engraver, so this would be a decent place for anyone to ash you. Of course, even at this point alone, you still have Deputy engraver with Primite, so you still have some follow-up. But we're still not done because load is a broken card, so we could just use a second effect, summon out a normal monster from hand, deck, or graveyard. This does lock us out of special summon monsters effects, but that's okay. So we'll just go for this play. Use the Requiem to equip, and then go for Necro. At this point, you have 4 other cards in hand, so you're in a decent spot, honestly. Like I said, you have the follow-up here, you have follow-up here, you have a card that can get you a draw potentially. And then if you do draw this, you could have just pot of greeted while you had the Dippity. You could have just said, okay, while I have Dippity with Requiem, just activate, pot of greed, activate, go for Bagoosker. I don't recommend the Bagooska play because you want to be able to add back your follow-up for sure. So at this point, if they ashed you and you had this to draw 2, you'd have 5 cards in your hand still with a Necro Quip, a Lowly Load, and follow-up engrave. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. Obviously, if you were to draw 2 and you were to get to the engraver can use his effect, search for tracked, don't use the track, still go for the equip to the Dippity, Necro, graveyard effect, shuffle back Requiem, and then summon out the Fiendsmith. So that's obviously an option. If you draw engraver, you still just make DDD. So you're gonna have 2 interruptions plus all the follow-up. But yeah, playing through Ash, you definitely want to just start with Ether Barrel. Just go for the basic plays. It's a good way to start to play around or through the Ash. Like I said, if you have both, you could still just shotgun this, try to go for that play I showed you initially with the DDD and the Caesar. That way you can get as much interruption and follow-up as possible. But yeah, both pretty good viable combos that you should keep in mind. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of different combinations that you can do, but this card opens up so much for you, bro. It gives you an extra 1 card starter, gives you the option of Pot of Greed, gives you the option of Monster Reborn. Like I've already talked about with everything this card can do, so it's just crazy. This will be a 3-up in the upcoming deck, man. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let me know down below any combos that you may be thinking of or any other ways that you can utilize this card to get some cool combos. Let me know, man. Hope you guys take care.